Have you ever wondered how far a budget PCP rifle can really go? What if I told you that one of the most affordable brands in the airgun world is quietly competing with rifles twice its price? Stay with me, because in this video, we're diving deep into the world of Snowpeak, also known as SPA or Artemis, the brand that's redefining what value means in the PCP arena. By the end, you'll know which Snowpeak model truly deserves a place in your collection, and which one might just surprise even the most demanding shooter. Now, let's start by understanding why Snowpeak has become the go-to name for shooters looking for lightweight power, compact design, and solid accuracy, without breaking the bank. Born in China under the name Shaoxing Snowpeak Airgun Factory, this company started producing PCP, CO2, and spring-powered rifles long before most people even knew their name. In the Western market, you'll find them under different aliases: SPA, Artemis, or simply Snowpeak. Different names, same DNA. Affordable precision. Their philosophy is simple: make PCP rifles that anyone can afford, but that still shoot like professionals built them. And that approach has earned them a dedicated global following. From the UK to the US, airgun forums are filled with comments like "great performance for the money," "surprisingly accurate," and "lightweight, easy to handle, and fun to shoot." Of course, not everything is perfect. Some users mention inconsistent finishes, stiffer cocking actions, or small quality variations from rifle to rifle. But here's the thing. Even with those quirks, the community agrees on one point. For the price, Snowpeak rifles punch way above their class. Let's begin with what many consider Snowpeak's flagship bullpup, the P35, and its upgraded version, the P35X. This compact bullpup is all about balance. Lightweight, portable, and equipped with a buttery smooth side lever that gives you the feeling of handling something far more expensive. In its latest versions, Snowpeak has introduced a regulated system and a refined two-stage trigger, features that used to belong only to rifles above the $1,000 mark. But here's the twist. The P35 delivers impressive accuracy at 25 to 50 meters, especially when paired with quality pellets like JSB or Hades. Many users report sub-10mm groupings under controlled conditions. That's impressive for a rifle at this price range. Owners praise its quiet operation, especially when combined with a good moderator. The ergonomics? Surprisingly good for such a small package. It feels solid, natural, and ready for long shooting sessions without fatigue. Of course, no rifle is flawless. Some shooters in the UK have noted slight variations in power, particularly in .177 models limited by local regulations. Others mention a slightly firm cocking stroke, but overall, the verdict is clear. The P35 and P35X represent the best all-round balance of precision, portability, and pure shooting joy in the Snowpeak lineup. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see the veteran bullpup that started it all. Now, let's talk about the veteran that refuses to fade away, the Snowpeak P15. For years, the P15 has been one of the most beloved bullpups in the budget PCP world. Why? Because it perfectly blends portability, simplicity, and reliability. We're talking about a rifle that weighs barely around 2 kilograms. That's lighter than most laptops. It's compact, incredibly easy to shoulder, and ideal for long plinking sessions or small game hunts where weight truly matters. The P15 comes with an 8 to 11 shot magazine, depending on the caliber, and a crisp two-stage trigger that surprises everyone the first time they try it. Shooters on forums often describe it as not picky with pellets, light as a feather, and simply fun to shoot. Its precision holds strong even at medium ranges, and many owners mention they've kept theirs for years, a testament to its reliability. But, and there's always a but, not everything shines. Some shooters prefer the older P10's magazine design, claiming the P15's version isn't as smooth. Others mention minor finish issues, or that the factory shroud could be quieter. Still, the P15's legacy remains untouched. It's the rifle that proved lightweight doesn't mean weak performance. And if the P15 is the seasoned veteran, the next model is the gateway, the one that brings newcomers into the world of PCP shooting. Meet the PR900W, better known in many markets as the Stormrider, Snowpeak's answer to the question, how do you build a real PCP rifle for the price of a mid-range Springer? This rifle is the definition of entry-level done right. It's light, accurate, and ready to go straight out of the box. Whether you're plinking cans, paper targets, or learning the basics of pressure management, the Stormrider delivers a surprisingly professional feel. The community calls it a super cheap PCP that just works. It may not have fancy regulators or exotic stocks, but it nails the fundamentals. Consistent shots, decent trigger, and groups that make you smile. Of course, its low price comes with some trade-offs. Finishes can vary, and consistency between units isn't always perfect. Many shooters say that choosing the right pellets is key to unlocking its best accuracy. A simple step that turns this budget rifle into a serious performer. In short, the PR900W is the perfect starting point for anyone stepping into the PCP world. Affordable, capable, and easy to love. And as we climb from entry-level to mid-tier, Snowpeak's approach becomes even clearer. It's not just about saving money. It's about giving every shooter access to performance once reserved for the elite. So, how do these rifles perform in the real world? Let's look at what thousands of shooters across forums and reviews have said. First, accuracy. Across the board, Snowpeak rifles deliver solid groups at 25 meters, often achieving sub-1 centimeter clusters when paired with quality ammunition. It's not uncommon to see experienced users pushing 50 meters with consistent precision. Second, consistency. Yes, there's some variability from unit to unit, especially in regions with strict power limits like the United Kingdom. But most of that comes down to local regulation or factory tuning, not design flaws. Third, sound and handling. The P35 and P15 stand out for their low noise levels, thanks to built-in shrouds and compatibility with moderators where legal. They're also praised for their ergonomics, light, compact, and perfectly balanced for field use. Finally, value. The community sentiment is nearly unanimous. These rifles perform better than they have any right to for their price. And that's the magic of Snowpeak. Rifles that make you question why you'd ever need to spend more. Because when you pick up a P35, a P15, or even a humble Stormrider, you're not just holding a budget airgun. You're holding proof that smart design, community feedback, and passion can beat price tags. Every single time. So, after all the research, reviews, and user experiences, which Snowpeak rifle should you choose? If you're after the best all-around balance, a modern bullpup that's light, accurate, and ready to perform straight from the box, the P35 or P35X is your weapon of choice. It's compact, precise, and represents everything Snowpeak stands for. Smart engineering at an honest price. If you prefer something even lighter, something that feels almost like an extension of your arm, go for the P15. It's proven, reliable, and one of the few bullpups that remains truly enjoyable to carry all day long. And for those stepping into the PCP world for the first time, the PR900W or Stormrider is the perfect initiation. It's simple, fun, and delivers the essential PCP experience without the intimidating price tag. Whichever you choose, remember this: Snowpeak rifles thrive in the hands of shooters who appreciate value, simplicity, and precision, without unnecessary flash. Because in the end, it's not about owning the most expensive rifle. It's about mastering the one that fits you best. So what have we learned today? That Snowpeak, known also as SPA or Artemis, isn't just another budget brand. It's a movement, a quiet revolution in the world of airguns, proving that affordable doesn't mean ordinary. From the featherweight agility of the P15 to the refined precision of the P35, to the pure accessibility of the Stormrider. These rifles share a single purpose: to put performance within everyone's reach. If you've ever underestimated what a sub-$1,000 PCP can do, Snowpeak will make you think twice. Now I want to hear from you. Which Snowpeak rifle would you pick and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's start the conversation. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our next video, where we'll compare Snowpeak against another rising giant in the PCP world. Because the world of airguns is evolving fast, and you don't want to miss what comes next.